Hello and welcome to beautiful Boulder, Colorado for the senior night for the Colorado Buffaloes men's hockey team. I'm Alex Doyle. Alongside me is James Margulis. If you haven't heard me before this year, I graduated 2 years ago, but I took this broadcast 2 years ago, and it's my brother's senior night. So here I am. James, what can we expect from these two teams tonight? Or not?
They got going, get really found their rhythm, but they've kind of come to a halt these last few games, and they're looking to get back on track, looking to get back to playing the way they're used to. Then this Colorado State team, that Colorado had no trouble with them earlier this year. Colorado State didn't have the puck in their last game with the Buffalo, so they'll be looking for a longer time of possession with the puck.
I missed the starting lineup for the Rams, so I'll try to get that to you as soon as I can. But for the Buffaloes, it's the ever-trustworthy line of Chris Doyle, Trace Jablin, Luke Carter up front, with Ben Hull and Matt Adams on the point, and Jake Cerullo in net. Senior night for about 4, maybe 5 of these starters. We're going to take a quick break for the national anthem. We'll be back in a few minutes. Starting lineup for the Rams looks like we got number 4, Noah Miller, number 10, Grayson North, number 20, Yuval Rosenthal, number 28, Kyle Riley, and number 13, Kyle Nelson, and starting in net for the Rams, number 30, Joseph Morgan. So, James, we talked a little bit earlier about what we can expect from these teams. You mentioned Colorado's been in a bit of a slump. What do you think they need to do to turn things around? I know they had a pretty tough road trip to North Dakota last weekend. I heard all about it from my dad and my brother. Sounds like not a couple good games, but not super awesome results-wise. So, what do you think we need to do here to start this game off? And we're about to get underway here. Sorry, James doesn't have a headset, so we can't always hear me, and it's loud in here now. Being rivalry night, face-off, puck is dropped to Jablin, wins it. Back to Hull, across ice to Matt Adams. Matt Adams brings the puck up across the red line to Doyle, over to Jablin. Carter, shot, save, goes wide. Into the corner, comes up, and it's taken out and controlled by the Rams. They clear the puck out to Hull. Hull again, cross ice to Matt Adams. Adams up to Carter. Carter has it bounce off his stick, and it goes to Hull. Hull over the red line. He takes a hit as he dumps it in, and it goes up and into the netting. So far, Colorado has had the momentum in the first 29 seconds of this contest. CSU hasn't really gotten control of the puck. They got it briefly and then dumped the puck down and lost it back to Colorado. So we'll have a face-off here over the glove side of Morgan. Second line out for the Buffs. Both teams getting a line change. Face-off won by the Rams. It is controlled behind the net by Brian Casaria. Casaria breaks the puck out, up and out of the zone, and Callion will be the first to get to it. Rings it around the boards, up to Nelson for the Rams. Nelson keeps the puck in, sends it back down into the corner. Kinsella racing to get there. He loses the battle to Samuel Coate. Coat tries to get it up and out, and it goes to Newhouse. Newhouse loses control, and it goes into the corner. Back to Cagnoni. Up to Cepeda. He loses the race. Now it's to Kinsella in the corner. Kinsella up to Cepeda. Cepeda with time. Gets it up to Newhouse. Newhouse gets the puck to Cagnoni. Cagnoni dumps the puck in, and it is controlled behind his own net by Morgan. Morgan rings it to his teammate Morgan, the other Morgan. Costly turnover almost. Mitchell for the Buffs could not control it. It's up to the point. Now it's Robinson, a cross-ice slap shot. Morgan saw it the whole way, made a good glove save.
Well, great job by the Buffaloes on the forecheck. It's something that they've been able to do very effectively all year, and it gave them a good shot there at the net. And I expect to see a lot more of it against the CSU team.
Face-off controlled by CSU. That's Morgan. Breaks the puck out to 23. That is Tanner Gillis. Controlled now by Sullivan for the Buffs in the corner. He is defended well by Gillis. Still Sullivan with it. Now he gets the puck up to the point, and another pass. Mitchell, shot saved by Morgan. In the corner again for the Buffs. Now it's Robinson at the point. Robinson cross ice to Jacoby. Jacoby still with it. He's dancing around. Now he gets a shot that is tipped somewhere in front by a Rams defenseman. Controlled in the Rams defensive zone by the Rams. It's Gillis without a stick. He's been without a stick for a good while. Hasn't been able to get the puck out of the zone yet, and can't play with a stick that's fallen on the ice. Gillis still doing a really good job defensively without that stick. Now it's controlled by Morgan. Morgan gets the puck over to a teammate, finally able to get the puck up and across. Down, Rams can get a change. It's Jacoby. Jacoby, long stretch pass, trying to hit Trunco, but Trunco was not quite in the right spot to receive that long pass. It's controlled by the Rams in their zone. Grayson North with it. Comes up to Hull. Hull, slap shot. That's tipped high. Across to Adams. Adams down to Trunco. Trunco loses it. Comes into the neutral zone. That is McAuliffe. McAuliffe takes a high hit. Hull loses the race, and it is controlled by Adams in the corner. Adams, cross ice. Now it's to Hull. Hull tripped up a little bit. We're going to get a CU power play. 2 minutes for tripping there. I'll get a number when I can. I believe it is going to go against number 22. That is Max Engel. 2-minute trip. I don't think he really meant to do it. Just sort of fell over and couldn't control his stick. How's the power play been for the Buffs last couple games, James?
The last couple of games, it hasn't been as great due to this little slump they've been in, 5 straight losses, but it's been pretty effective. One of the top power plays in the WCHL of the ACHA league.
First faceoff of the power play was controlled by CSU, and they sent it all the way down the ice. Doyle gets a pass from Kinsella up to Carter, back to Doyle. He takes a big hit. Now it's Jablin. Jablin to Kinsella, back to Jablin. Cross ice to Carter. Carter's shot blocked, hit a lot of traffic in front. Now it's Doyle trying to get that puck. Callion keeps it in at the point. Down to Doyle in the corner. Over to Carter, up to Callion. Callion and Kinsella switch. Down to Carter, up to Kinsella. Kinsella walks in, shot saved by Morgan. He saw that one the whole way as well. I mean, James, got 5 straight losses. 2 of those were to a really good Arizona team. 2 of those were to a very good Minot State team. And I was talking with my brother Chris, and Coach Ballard was pretty happy overall, even though, a couple of those games were, looking at the score, were pretty lopsided, but he was pretty happy with how they played.
Well, 5 of those 6 periods against Arizona were some of the best hockey we've seen all year from the Buffs. They just played a better team than them, and the puck just didn't bounce their way, and sometimes that's going to happen. And the Buffs have been playing better lately than what their last 5 games has shown.
Controlled now by Hull. Hull up to Adams. Still 48 seconds remaining on this power play for the Buffs. 15:24 remaining in the period. Adams cross the blue line into the zone. up to Hull. Hull now into the corner. Adams the only defenseman on the point. Still Hull with it. Hull makes his way up to the top of the zone here. Still with it. He gets a shot. That's blocked in front. Cagnoni tried to get a tip. Couldn't quite get a stick on it. Now it's Newhouse. Newhouse cycles with Hull. Hull slap shot save by Morgan, and then it was tipped away. Good defensive play there by the Rams to get that puck out with 10 seconds remaining on the power play. That'll effectively kill it unless Buffs can get some speed going through here, which they have. Mitchell across the blue line loses it, and now power play time for the Buffs is over. Still with control in the offensive zone are the Buffs. Now it's taken away by Samuel Coate. Coate up to Johnson. Johnson gets the puck into the zone. Kinsella wins the race against Nelson. He's going to break this puck out himself. Over the red line, now over the blue line. Wrist shot goes just wide of Morgan. Morgan looked like he was ready to make that save regardless. Now it's Mitchell. Puck squirts out into the neutral zone. Callion with it. Callion over to Sullivan trying to stay on sides. He does. Now it's controlled by the Rams. Morgan up to Johnson. Taken away briefly by the Buffs, but then the puck goes right back down deep. Callion with it after Cerullo gave it to him. 13:51 remaining in the first period here. Callion with it. Now it's number 97, who I actually don't have on my my sheet here, so I'm sorry. I'll try to get a name as soon as I can. If you know it, just please comment. I haven't watched as many games this year, so I don't know every single person on this Buff squad. Controlled now by the Buffaloes in their defensive zone, and we got a whistle. I don't know what it is for. Offsides, maybe? I don't know. James, did you see what happened? I couldn't. Was that offsides?
I think it was offside, and I think we'll just get a face-off at the neutral zone. I don't think it could have been anything else.
Yeah, it just, they blew the whistle when the Buffs touched it. That's why I was confused. Controlled by the Buffs. Jacoby with it. Cross to Gregory. Gregory gets the puck over the blue line into the offensive zone, but then he loses it. Noah Miller takes control, passes the puck up to Gillis. He gets the puck out. Robinson feathers it into the neutral zone, and it comes right back the other way. Cerullo out of his net, leaves the puck for Jacoby. Jacoby to a teammate. That would be Trunco. Trunco goes behind his net. Up to Robinson. Robinson almost gave it right to a CSU player, able to keep it on his stick, and then the Buffs will send it down the length of the ice for an icing call. 12:39 remaining in this first period. 0-0 tie here at the University of Colorado Boulder. So far been a great game here between these two teams. Both teams electing to or CSU at least electing to get a line change. I don't believe CU could, but now we're going to have a change in personnel in the face-off circle here for CSU. Face-off won by CSU, shot blocked in the middle there. I didn't see who that went off of. The puck comes up, Nelson keeps it in. Nelson again keeps the puck in and goes across ice to Nitchin. It's Trunco now. He swings at it, can't quite get to it. Jacoby kicks it, still can't get the puck out. That's controlled by Casaria. Casaria shot saved by Cerullo. He holds on for a whistle. CSU starting to get a little more momentum, James. It's was all CU for a couple minutes, and now CSU's starting to wake up maybe a little bit and realize that they gotta show up to play. Both teams want to win here. Senior night for the Buffs, so CSU's starting to put a little more pressure on.
Yeah, the Rams will start to get more shots on goal, just more time in the offensive zone, and obviously when you get more shots and have more opportunities to score, there's a better chance of you scoring.
Adams gets the puck to Jablin. Jablin over the red line, over the blue line, still with it. He stops, sends the puck to Doyle. Doyle, backhander, saved by Morgan. Carter with the puck up to Hull. Hull across to Adams. Adams shot, that's blocked in front by Kyle Nelson. Nelson will take it across the red line himself, dump the puck down deep. Carter will be the first one to get to it. Can't quite get it out as it took a strange bounce off the boards, off of his stick, and he couldn't quite get it out, but it's Hull now behind the net, up to Adams. Adams again to Carter. Carter gets the puck over the blue line. Controlled again by the Rams. It's the captain. Back to Morgan. Newhouse with it now for the Buffs. Into the neutral zone, into his own zone, but still with control. Cycles back, now it's Callion. Callion over the center line, now the blue line. He gets a centering pass that just was not quite on the mark for Newhouse. He had a wide open shot if he could have gotten there. Cepeda in the corner. Now Cepeda behind the net, tries to change direction real quick, loses the puck. It's somewhere loose in front, controlled by the Buffs. Taken away by Max Laguirre and dumped down the length of the ice. Kinsella will get to it. He'll send the puck up to Newhouse, who does not quite get a stick on it, and it will go for an icing call.
Well, the very start of that offensive possession for the Buffaloes, Jablin had a great centering pass that gave the Buffaloes a great shot at the net. Unfortunately, they weren't able to get a stick on the puck, and it didn't lead to anything but a fantastic pass from Jablin.
That was a good pass. Nice centering pass. It was just on Doyle's backhand. Shot by the Rams. Save immediately by Cerullo. That shot happened so quickly. We were still finishing thoughts. But another face-off down in the Buffs defensive zone, excuse me. This will be taken by Newhouse against Gillis. Gillis now kicked out of the face-off circle. It will now be taken by Tito Moreno. Moreno wins the face-off and gets it over to Gillis, but it's quickly controlled by the Buffs, and they try to get it out. But again, shot saved by Cerullo. Cerullo's been pretty good so far today. I know the few games I've watched, he's been good. There have been some breaks that have not gone their way. I know against the Arizona, that last game, that third period, there was about 4 minutes and Arizona scored 4 goals, and it was hard to watch because they did everything right, it looked like. All right, Buffs breaking it out over the blue line. Oh, Mitchell couldn't quite get to it. That pass was behind him. And it goes behind the net. Gillis will be the first one to get to it. He'll get the puck up and out to Joseph. Joseph through the neutral zone. Now it's Moreno. Moreno tries to toe drag, loses the puck, but goes into Callion's skates and now into the corner. Gillis double teamed by a couple Buffs players. Kinsella gets the puck up and out. No one will touch it, and that will go for another icing call.
Well, Colorado's getting pucks out in front of the net with a couple of great passes, centering passes on their past couple of chances, but no one's just been able to retain possession of the puck out in front of the net and get any close shots.
Lots of opportunities along the sideboards for the Buffs. Nothing quite yet right in front of the net. Nothing awesome. Face-off won by the Rams again, and another quick shot. Again, saved by Cerullo. He holds on for a face-off. We'll have yet another face-off in the defensive zone for the Buffs with just under 10 minutes to go in this first period. Still scoreless. Only one power play so far, and it's gone in favor of the Buffs. They just could not capitalize on it. Jacoby gets the puck up and out, but it is controlled by Nitchin. Nitchin sends the puck down deep. Robinson behind his own net now into the corner. Gets it to a teammate who loses it. Again, another good hit by the Buffs. That was number 97. I, again, don't have a number, and he doesn't have his nameplate on the back of his jersey, so Sullivan for the Buffs will come. It's a 1-on-2. He still gets a shot off, and now it's Morgan. Then Sullivan gets hit right after he took that shot. Looked pretty hard into the boards there. And there's a little bit of extracurriculars.
Well, it's early in this game, and it's going to be on the refs to keep this game under control. And we say that every time CSU plays CU. And quite a few times happens to get out of hand. But Murphy with a huge hit right in front of Cerullo on the other end. And some of these teammates were talking about how Murphy just fits right in on the ice and off the ice, and they love his personality, and he's just a great guy to be around, and that he fits in super nicely.
Face-off, again, won by the Rams. Adams can't quite keep it in. It's Nelson gets the puck up. Now good defense there by Hull as Cerullo holds on to the puck for another face-off.
Well, Hull did a nice job blocking that shot, but then the puck bounced off the backboard that came right at Cirillo. Cirillo was very aware, had his head up, and was able to cover it, but that could have been dangerous if Cirillo wasn't aware of where the puck was.
Face-off again won by the Rams. That's Morgan's shot. Another save by Cirillo. I'm surprised he got his eyes on that. There were two bodies in front as he was sliding across. That would have just taken one little bounce off a skate to go in the back of the net, but good on Cirillo to see that one. That shot taken by Morgan of the Rams. Jablin now to take the face-off against Kyle Riley. Matt Adams with control after Jablin wins the face-off. It's up to Carter. Carter gets the puck down into the Rams zone, but it is controlled by the Rams. Puck comes up in the other way. It's Hull again. Hull up to Doyle. Lets it go to Carter as Doyle then gets destroyed. I can say that. Barely touched the puck, but it will not go as interference. He was close enough and just touched the puck. He's got to be careful, though. He does have a torn labrum, which has been bothering him for a few weeks, but he'll keep playing through it. That was a big hit, though. Face-off again in the Rams zone. It will be taken by Jablin. Still the same line out, this top line for the Buffs. I think they've probably scored about 70 at least % of this Buffs team's goals. You look at this top line, and all 5 of them are top 5 on the team in scoring. Face-off one, Adams leaves it for Riley. Up to Hull. Hull, quick shot, saved by Morgan. Loose in the offensive zone for the Buffs. Puck comes up, and it's Adams' first one to get there. Jablin gets hit. He's slow to get up, but he comes back out, and no offsides as Morgan controls the puck for the Rams. It's Laguerre now. Cagnoni gets it briefly, tries to send it in, but it's taken away by Campbell. Now it's Morgan. Morgan, big hit by Cagnoni right along the boards as Morgan had the puck, and then now he sends the puck back down deep, and it will be no offsides for the Rams, but the first one to it is a Rams player. Callion on the rebound there. Cepeda gets the puck up to Newhouse. Buffs had a 2-on-1 if they hurried, but it's a 2-on-2. Now a 3-on-3, and centering pass from Newhouse was off a skate. Now it's up to Kinsella. Kinsella slap shot. Goes wide. Cepeda had to jump over it, but it's controlled now by the Rams. They get the puck up and out. First one to it is Callion, though. Battling with Engel. Callion wins that battle, gets the puck up and out to Newhouse. Newhouse over the blue line. Looking for help and does not quite get it. Cepeda was just off the mark. Kinsella now shot. And another save by Morgan. Man, both goalies have been on top of it today. I haven't watched the CSU team, but Cirillo's looked like he has all year, but I think Morgan's also looked pretty good in net for the Rams so far.
Yeah, definitely. They both have been playing very good. They've both gotten tested and quite a few times, and so far, no goals.
Face-off won by the Buffs. It is Sullivan, excuse me, I almost said Robinson. Sullivan with the high shot. Now it's taken by Gillis. Gillis trying to find a teammate just off the mark and went behind him. Kinsella will be the first one to it. Kinsella across to Callion, up to Sullivan. He gets hit, comes back in, but it's Kinsella again, first one to it. Cross ice to Callion. Callion centering pass deflected, and that is taken right onto the stick of Joseph. He could not get the shot he wanted. Again, Callion with it now this time to his teammate Mitchell across the blue line, looking to get a pass. No one has control of it yet, so Mitchell will go into the corner. He'll take it out and get the puck up to Kinsella. Kinsella down to Sullivan. Sullivan couldn't get a shot off either. Now it's Robinson. Cross ice to Kinsella again. Now it's to another Buff. I can't see numbers. And now it's Mitchell again. Kinsella, one-time slap shot. That's blocked by Gillis. Gillis, good defensively. He sends the puck the length of the ice for an icing call. Couple good shots. None of them quite made it to the net for the Buffs there, but got to think if some of those make it, they got some good opportunities. Morgan's been good, but it just takes that one rebound and you got a one-goal lead, but none of those shots made it. Good job defensively by the Rams there to force another face-off here. This time it's won again by the Rams, but it took a little longer that time. Both players tied up. It's Joseph. Loses it in the neutral zone. McAuliffe gets it and chips it into the Rams bench.
Well, how about this great crowd turnout today? I mean, there's a couple seats scattered throughout here that are available, but for the most part, it's pretty filled up, and it's nice to see for this rivalry senior night here at the CU Rec Center.
It is nice to see. I haven't seen a crowd this big in a couple years, to be honest with you. Face-off, the center ice face-off won by the Rams, but it's taken now by Trunco. He has no help. It's a 1-on-3. He gets hit and taken down, but the puck does get onto net, and Morgan just able to cover it up. No one there for a rebound for the Buffs, even if he couldn't, but he did.
Trunco's looked pretty good so far this game. He didn't play on the Arizona trip, but he's looked good tonight, and he's been pretty explosive and has come up with some good plays.
Face-off again won by the Rams, but no one could control it, so it's Robinson in the neutral zone to Jacoby. Jacoby has a wide-open Trunco. He passes it to him. Back to Jacoby. Cross ice to Robinson. Robinson over the blue line. Wrist shot saved by Morgan. Gregory mixing in with Robinson and a couple Rams players. That would be Morgan and Riley. Riley comes away with it. Toe drag to get the puck up and out. He does. Now it's Taylor across the blue line. Shot and a glove save by Cerullo. That looked like it went in for a second there, James, but Cerullo somehow got his glove on that. That was one of the most impressive saves I've seen from a college goalie. Actually, really just a goalie at any level in a long time. That was a wide open shot for the Rams there.
That was one of his better saves this year, and he's had a couple of really good ones, and there you see why he's one of the best goalies in the WCHL.
Face-off won by the Buffs. It's Jablin over the center line. He's got Doyle across. Doesn't quite get it. Nice toe drag, and then Hull now at the point. Looks like the net is off, so if the Buffs were to score, it would be disallowed. The ref gets the net back on. It's held in by Jablin. Jablin tries to get it to Doyle. Just a little slow. Nitchin now in the neutral zone for the Rams. Gets the puck down deep, but it's Hull. He'll be the first one to get there. Hull's a big boy. It takes a lot of body to try to get him off the puck. Now it's Doyle. Racing. Gets the puck first. Pass to Cepeda, who can't quite control it. Now it's Doyle again. He shoots, and that goes wide. And then he gets a big hit on number 6 there. That was good hit by Doyle on Brian Casaria. Controlled now by the Rams as Doyle gets off the ice. Cagnoni looked like he was stuck a little bit. Matt Adams almost gets hit after the whistle, and then we got Coate here. I don't know who. I think Coate's going to the box because he tried to run at Adams after he took a shot. Adams just kept his head that time. He got in a fight earlier this year, so it's good to see.
Well, we're not even 16 minutes into this game, or we're not even 16 minutes into this game, and we're already starting to see some big hits and some shoving after the play.
I was wrong. It's not Coate. It was Adams who actually got the penalty. I didn't see that one. I saw Coate get up, and he looked angry, and then he shoved Adams. I don't know. Either way, good job on the refs to try to control this thing. 4:05 remaining in the first period, 0-0 tie. Buffs are shorthanded here. Buffs' penalty kill has been pretty good this year from what I've been able to see. James, would you agree? The Buffs' penalty kill has been good?
What'd you say?
The Buffs' penalty kill has been good, right? Overall, I think it has.
Yeah, it's been pretty effective this year. They've done a decent job. They've given up some goals, but for sure, I mean, obviously you're going to, but they've had a couple of shorthanded goals as well, which have been fun to watch.
Controlled by the Rams in their offensive zone, but that is a pass right to the stick, right onto the stick of Jablin. Now the Buffs got a 3-on-1 on the penalty kill. Across to Carter, bouncing puck, couldn't quite get to it. You can just hear this crowd. It is electric in here tonight. Jablin with it. He'll control it in the neutral zone. Then he'll send it down the length of the ice. No icing as the Buffs are on the penalty kill for another minute and 17 seconds.
Jablin skated around with that puck for 12 seconds maybe without being touched by a rim before he dumped it into offensive end.
Buffs got a couple new fresh bodies out there. It's Doyle and Newhouse are the forwards, with Kinsella and Callion on D. Controlled by the Rams. Now it's Callion, takes it away, gets the puck up, and it's Newhouse through the neutral zone. Leaves the puck for Doyle. Doyle and Joseph battling. Joseph gets away, gets it up to Casaria, to Gillis. Shot blocked there by Robinson. Now it's Newhouse, up to Doyle, breakaway. And he couldn't get the shot off. He was hooked right at the very end there. And if I get excited because he scores, I actually have not been able to call a goal that my brother scored, and he's been on this team for 4 years. So I apologize. But that was the closest I think he's gotten in a game that I've been able to call. So, oh man, my heart's racing. 35 seconds still left on this kill. That was an awesome, awesome series there by the Buffs. 2:40 remaining in the first. And we got an offensive zone faceoff for the Buffs. Won by the Rams. That is controlled by Jonathan Johnson. Johnson up to Moreno. Just has to go off his stick. It's Jacoby. Jacoby gets it to Robinson. Robinson to Sullivan. Sullivan will take it over the blue line and dump the puck in. Corralled by Morgan. Morgan leaves it for Nelson. Big open ice hit there, but nobody came away with the puck except the Buffs, and then they were just able to dump the puck down deep. 3 seconds remaining on the Matt Adams penalty. Time has expired. Full strength for the Buffs. 2:02 remaining in this first period. Still 0-0. Both goalies have been excellent. In the neutral zone, it's loose. Now it's controlled by the Buffs. Now it's Murphy for the Buffs in his own zone. He will send the puck up and into his bench. Good kill by the Buffs there. That was they got a couple opportunities. One with Jablin. They had that 3-on-1 Jablin and Carter, but the bouncing puck couldn't get onto Carter's stick. And then Doyle had that breakaway. Almost scored, but couldn't quite get a shot off. That was good defense by the Rams. Neutral zone faceoff won by the Rams, but it's controlled now by the Buffs. As Mitchell takes a big hit, that's going to go as a penalty for the Rams. That's going to be boarding, I believe, on Nelson, because Mitchell was not at all facing him, and numbers were straight to the back of Nelson. He put him right into the glass. Mitchell up and okay, so nothing super malicious about that hit, and I think it was really just a product of Nelson trying to finish the check like you're taught when you're a kid, and Mitchell just happened to turn right kind of at the wrong time. They might have even called it for a cross check as opposed to a boarding. So 1:39 remaining in the first period. Buffs are going to get the rest of this period, on the power play, assuming they do not score. Faceoff won by Jablin, back to Kinsella. It's back to Jablin, back up to Kinsella, and back to Jablin. Jablin shot, couldn't quite get the meat on it he wanted, but it's kept in by Kinsella. Doyle. Now to Jablin. Behind the net comes Jablin. Still with it, not touched now. It's up to Callion. Back to Jablin, top of the circle. Down to Carter in the slot. Oh, good pass was blocked there. Doyle tried to get to it, but couldn't quite get there as it was taken away by the Rams. It's Kinsella now in the neutral zone. To Carter, 1:04 remaining in the period, 1:23 on the power play. Callion on the point. Cross to Kinsella. Kinsella shot blocked, but it's Jablin the first one to it. Into the corner it goes. Jablin leaves it for Doyle behind the net. No one at the point, but Doyle drops it to Callion behind the net again. Up to Carter. Carter couldn't quite get a shot off. Now it's Callion. Up to the point to Doyle. Doyle across to Kinsella. Cross again to Callion. Callion shot. Carter in front, couldn't tip it. That goes as a save for Morgan. 34 seconds remaining. Callion again at the point. Carter back to Callion. Callion loses it, and it's controlled by the Rams and sent down the length of the ice. 21 seconds remaining in the period, 40 on the power play, as Jablin will go to retrieve. Jablin defended by Nitchin. Cross to Hull. Hull up to Cepeda. Cepeda toe drag around Nelson. Centering pass, not quite good enough. Couldn't get to the correct player as time will basically expire here as Cerullo holds on. And time has expired in this first period. 0-0, 21 seconds remaining. James, before we go, what was good that you saw from both teams? We'll go both teams. What was good besides goalie play? Because that was obviously good. Neither goalie letting in a goal. But what did you see that you think both teams need to continue to do for the second and third periods.
Well, I think the Buffs excelled on the power play. They got a lot of great opportunities, kept the puck in the offensive zone for a while there on that last period that still hasn't finished. And for Colorado State, though, the last few minutes before that power play, they were really getting a lot of opportunities, and they started off kind of slow, but they found their footing, made a couple of hard hits, and started to play the game that they're familiar with, and that's what they're going to need to continue to do if they want to take the lead.
All right, that'll do it for us for this first period. James will take over on play-by-play for the second, and I will be doing color. Give both of us an opportunity here. We'll be back in about 14 and a half minutes for the second period of play. 0-0 tie. Buffs still on the power play, 21 seconds. We will see you soon.
Back here on Buff Sports Live on Rivalry Night. Here is the CU Rams are taking on the CU Buffaloes for senior night. And before the game, we got a chance to catch up with Trace Jablin's dad, Rob Jablin, who's one of the fathers of the arguably the best senior on this Buffaloes team. So here's what he had to say. Jablin, and you've been watching his games over the years. Is there a particular moment that really stands out, or a couple that you've really enjoyed? Sorry, we're having some technical difficulties with that interview, but we're back here on Buff Sports Live, and I'm joined alongside Alex Doyle. What did you see from both teams through one period of play?
Well, I saw a lot of good things from both squads. Primarily, I think goaltending for both teams has been excellent. Some of the best goaltending I've seen from some of these goalies all year. Also, I saw the Buffs got a lot of pressure on, especially on the power plays, but the Rams have been doing a really good job sort of shutting down that top line of the Buffs with Doyle, Jablin, and Carter. That's a hard line to stop. They've scored about probably, I haven't done the math, but I'm guessing about 70% of this team's goals, and the Rams have held them to not a lot of shots. So it's been a good job defensively for the Rams, and a good job for both goalies, and I expect to kind of see the same thing going forward. It's been a good game so far, pretty well controlled by the refs as well. So I'm excited for this last two periods here of Buffs hockey tonight.
The Buffaloes do have 21 seconds left of a man advantage here to start this second period of play. Carter with the puck now behind the net is Carter. Carter's fighting for the puck. He wins it, as that was Grayson North who was right there. Now at the half board is Jablin. Jablin skating around, tries to get in front. The puck's still out front. Carter's there, kept in the zone by Hull. Hull fires a shot, but it's blocked by the diving Nelson. And CSU has the puck going the other way, swallowed up by Cirillo.
Nelson's slow to get up. He took a shot block from Ben Hull. If you've ever seen Ben Hull off the ice, he's a big kid. He's got a lot of power behind his shot, and now that Rams player's getting helped off the ice by his teammates. I think he'll be okay. Just took a stinger there a little bit, but he'll be feeling that one in the morning for sure. Buffs power play is over now. 19:29 remaining in the second period here.
CSU with the puck here. That was Casaria who fired it, and a great save by Cirillo as the puck bounced out in front of the net there. Joseph fired a second shot on net. Thankfully for the Buffaloes, no goal was scored.
That was another really good save by Cirillo, probably his best save of the game. I know he said that about his other awesome glove save, but I think this save was even better.
Well, Cirillo's looked pretty good in goal all night, making some good saves. This is Jablin that will take the face-off for the Buffaloes, and Moreno will take it for the Rams. Moreno wins it now behind the net. That is Gillis who has the puck, and the Buffaloes take over now as a pass intended for Carter skips ahead of his stick, and the Rams will retreat here with just under a minute elapsed. So CSU bringing it up, stretch pass there to Gillis. He brings it in across the blue line, now play to Casaria, who tries to put the puck out in front, not able to do so. As Jablin has the puck behind the net now, trying to get it out of the defensive zone. Pass it to Trunco, back to Jablin, who loses it in the neutral zone. Morgan with the puck now, loses it. Not a quick shot on goal. Great save made by Morgan.
Again, another good save by a goalie here. That was a really good shot by Cagnoni. That's a hard save to make. Cagnoni's fast on his feet, and he's got a good shot. So good job for Morgan to see that the whole way and catch it, hold on for a face-off.
It was quick, and that's what made it so tough to stop, as the Rams will have to make a change in the face-off circle as Nitchin comes in for the Rams. He wins it as the Rams attempt to clear it, not able to do so. Morgan tried to, but Newhouse has the puck now, takes it out of his offensive end, and now that's a turnover. Nitchin the other way for the Rams. Quick shot off of Cerullo's pads, and it's the puck's in the corner. Now Newhouse will take possession of it, and Callion will pass it up to Cagnoni, who has it across center ice, across the blue line, as he looked like he was trying to dump it in, and he does so. Cagnoni got hit after he was fighting for that puck behind the net. Now the Rams coming the other way. That is Engel, who loses it to a Buffalo Kinsella now with it. Pass it to Newhouse across the blue line. Newhouse tried to get to Cagnoni, not able to do so as that puck bounces past Nelson. And Kinsella will take over here for the Buffaloes. The Rams making a change. And the Buffaloes are now trying to catch them off guard as Cagnoni dumps the puck in, and the Buffaloes will make a change as well now. And the Rams going up the other way, trying to get some offensive zone time, something that they struggled with a bit more these past couple of minutes. As North dumps it in, it will be a shot on goal from outside the blue line in the neutral zone. Cerullo makes the easy save. Solomon now in the corner for the Buffaloes behind the net. He loses the puck, still fighting for it though. I believe that was Miller back there with him. Buffalo still have it. That's Mitchell who keeps it in the offensive zone. Robinson, shot on goal, gets deflected out front. Puck still out in front. Murphy, shot wide right. Murphy with the second shot gets deflected. Robinson passes it to Sullivan. Sullivan now has it at the half boards. Sullivan now to Mitchell. Mitchell skating up to the point, to the wing. Now played behind the net by Callion, who gets hit hard by North. The Rams take over now. That's Laguerre with the puck as Sullivan intercepts his pass intended for Rosenthal. And the Rams will get the puck back. That was Miller who passed it to his teammate North behind the net. And the Buffaloes on the forecheck. And shot on goal saved by Cerullo, was shot from the neutral zone. That's Reed Gregory takes over here for the Buffaloes. Just past the stick of Hansen on that attempted pass as McCall's on the forecheck. It bounces off his stick, and now the puck's fought for in the corner. The Rams take over as Campbell skating up with the puck, and Adams is able to clear that. And Riley hits it back into the zone where Adams will retrieve the puck. Colorado State will make a line change. Hansen up across center ice now. Brings it into the neutral ice. Great job to make sure Reed Gregory is onside before he brought it in, but it's a turnover nonetheless. Gillis the other way. Shot on goal. Saved, but puck still out in front. Cerullo wasn't able to cover it up. Moreno passed it to his teammate. Hull takes over now as he passes it right to Morgan of Colorado State. And they will call that offside as I believe the puck.
There's also a penalty here, I think, on Colorado. I want to go back a couple minutes, and Morgan made his first mistake of the game by getting out of his net, trying to play it, but he played it right to the stick of one of the Colorado forwards. Luckily for him, they were not able to convert as Morgan's defensemen were really quick to get involved in the play and stop anything bad from happening. But that was, I think, one of the longest times without a whistle I've seen in a long time. That was both teams here are going to be really tired as the Buffs go on the penalty kill.
4:45 through the second period of play as Colorado State will get the man advance for the next minute 45 after Reed Gregory went to the box on a minor call, and Nelson will dump it in for Colorado State. And that's Riley behind in the corner, and the Buffaloes will clear that. I believe that was Kinsella, and Colorado State will have to retreat.
Good job so far on this penalty kill for the Buffs. I don't think we've seen a shot yet for the Rams. It is early yet, but still nothing really getting going for the Rams here so far. Good job on the Buffs. Penalty kill.
Well, they haven't been able to really get it any time in the offensive zone where they've really had possession of the puck. We'll get a stoppage and play here.
I think on that clearing attempt, the puck went into the Rams bench, which is why we have a whistle here. But it gives the Buffs an opportunity to get some fresh legs back on the ice here after almost 50 seconds of penalty killing by the same 4 guys.
So it could be a blessing in disguise. We'll have to see and wait on that. Jablin on the faceoff for the Buffaloes. That's Moreno who wins it for Colorado State. And Joseph has a quick shot, never got to Cerullo's. Robinson blocked it, and the Buffaloes will clear it.
Buffs got to watch out. There's a Colorado State player just hanging out, cherry picking a little bit, trying to make sure he can get a breakaway if at all possible.
Joseph brings it into the offense zone for the Rams, and Nelson has the puck now across the ice to Casaria, who passes across the ice to Gillis. Quick shot, save made by Cerullo. He's able to cover it up in between his legs, not allowing a rebound.
One thing I've noticed this Buffs penalty kill does really well, even though there's only 4 guys, they're able to get the opposing team, whether it be Colorado State like today or Arizona like 2 weeks ago, they're able to get all of those players out from in front of the net so that Cerullo has the best opportunity to make the save.
So the puck's fought for in the near corner. Now Adams is there along with a couple of Colorado State players. I know Nitchin was there, and the puck is still being fought for, finally cleared by the Buffaloes, and now just 22 seconds remain on this power play for Colorado State. Maybe one more rush.
Again, so far a good kill by the Buffs.
Miller brings the puck into the offensive zone, gets hit by Hull. Adams will take over. Now with just 5 seconds left, the Buffaloes will clear off this 2-minute minor, not allowing a goal. Score still knotted up at 0, 13-10 left here in this second period of play as Doyle on the forecheck. Carter gets the rebound, or I should say gets the puck off a Colorado State player and puts it on net covered up, and a little bit of extracurricular activity there.
Doyle getting a little talking to by the ref. I think he slashed a Colorado State player's stick out of his hands. Refs probably tell him, hey, don't do that next time, I'm gonna call it.
Just a warning for Doyle. Lucky for the Buffaloes, because if he did go to the box, it would have given Colorado State another opportunity.
And Doyle is one of the best penalty killers on this Buffs team, along with Jablin and Carter. The 3 of those guys are out there pretty much for 2 minutes in some combination of every penalty kill. It's one of those one or two of those 3 guys every single time.
Trunco on the forecheck never got to it as he was pushed away by, that was Tyler Nelson. And now Jablin will get the puck back. Cross ice from the point. Adams' shot goes wide left. I believe it was tipped. And Morgan will cover it up to the right of the net.
Morgan did a good job covering that, not letting any rebound come, because he had a sneaking suspicion the first player to get to it would have been a Buffalo. And I think he would have been right, as a couple Buffs players were right there. Trunco was very close to being able to get that, but Morgan held on for the faceoff.
Nelson and Newhouse on the face-off. Nelson wins it, and now Morgan has the puck for the Rams as they're trying to bring it up, trying to get into neutralized, but great forecheck here by Trunco, Newhouse, and Cagnani. That forces a turnover in neutralized. Kinsella takes over. Newhouse brings it into the offensive zone, looking for someone to center it to. No one was there, unfortunately for him, and the Buffs get the puck back. That's Callion, who passes it right to a Rams defender, and that's Morgan, who clears it out of the defensive zone. And now Ben Joseph coming the other way. Shot goes wide left, was also high. The Rams with the rebound now in the corner behind the net. That's Moreno. Moreno passes it to Joseph, who has it in the corner, as Callion was there to contest him. Moreno keeps it in, passes it down low. Joseph almost had a good opportunity and a good shot on net. He was able to hold on to it. North now to the far side. That's Miller, but it was a poorly placed pass, and if it were, Miller would have had a good opportunity for a one-timer. Shot on goal is knocked away by Morgan.
Colorado State's starting to get a little more momentum now here, but they're going to go off for a change as Colorado gets a long stretch pass, but it is just offsides as Sullivan backed over the blue line, and his feet came across the blue line before the puck.
Good call, though. Good call.
It was. They're going to call it as a intentional offsides. It's going to go all the way down the length of the ice here. 11 minutes to go here in the second period of play. Still 0-0. Excellent game we're watching here between these two squads.
Unrelated, but Kyle Kuzma just won the Rising Star MVP. As that shot on goal gets blocked away, was tipped right down in front. Puck still loose. Colorado State will take over. Samuel Coates with the puck and eventually goes out of the offensive zone, and Miller will just dump it back in, and Murphy will take over with the puck for the Buffaloes. Stretch pass intended for Mitchell goes right to Miller, but the Buffaloes will get the puck back as Murphy's bringing across center ice. Makes a player miss, makes another Ram miss, and he still has the puck. He made about 3 or 4 Rams players miss, and that puck was out in front, but Sullivan lost his stick as the Buffaloes tried to get the puck back, not able to do so. Coat has it, dumped it into the offensive zone. There'll be a shot on net as Cirillo had to knock that away. Now Sullivan has it in the offensive zone for the Buffaloes. Sullivan tries to play him to himself. Now as a Ram fell hard to the ground, Robinson with a quick slap shot gets tipped high by Rams defender. That was Kyle Riley with the tip. Jacoby now with the puck and turns it over to, that was a Rams player, that was Foundos. And Sullivan has the puck for the Buffaloes now.
Another power play opportunity coming up for the Buffs here. That individual effort by Murphy in that last series was one of the best individual efforts I've seen all year long. That was just one man skating through every single Rams defender, keeping that puck on his stick somehow. And unfortunately for the Buffs, there was just no one there to collect any rebounds. But the Buffs are going to get another power play opportunity, and they're going with their trusted top line. They're going with Jablin, Carter, Doyle, and then on the point, Callian and Kinsella, 2 other very good defensemen. So this will be a very big power play about halfway through this game here.
18 seconds past the halfway mark. Callian has the puck at the point, passes it to the slot. That's Jablin out to the wing. Kinsella, quick slap shot. Never got to the net though, as Doyle gets the puck back. Kinsella back with the puck, now at the slot. Passes it down low to Jablin. Jablin trying to center it to Carter, but there are a couple of Rams defenders there. He's not able to do so. That puck goes right by Kinsella, stick, and unfortunately for the Buffaloes, as 30 seconds has been elapsed off of this power play. Still 9 minutes remain here in the second period of play. Jablin now with the puck skating into the offensive zone. He loses it, will get it back though off the boards. Callian with the puck, shot, and a glove save made by Morgan.
Again, on this penalty kill, the Rams defensemen have been really good getting the Buffs forwards. Their top line, they're really, really good top line, unable to really get anything in front of the net. There were a couple shots, but they were from either from the point or from low scoring chance opportunities. But good job by the Rams defense to stop this top line for the Buffs.
Coat wins the face-off, and the Rams will clear it as that puck just went out of the offensive zone for the Buffaloes, just went to neutral ice. And the Rams will finally clear the puck with 60 seconds left on this power play. Holtz bringing it up for the Buffaloes. The alternate captains, that pass is past the stick of Newhouse. Cagnani trying to steal the puck away from Corey Taylor. But Morgan will skate around with the puck after getting the puck from Taylor. And the CSU Rams with a 2-on-1 opportunity. Engel now looking for a lane to shoot. He finds one, that'll be a goal! Max Engel found the hole. I think it got through the 5 hole, and he will give the CSU Rams a 1-0 lead on a shorthand opportunity.
That net, Cerullo's messing with the net. I don't know that it was off, but he's messing with the net. Either way, it doesn't look like it's going to be argued by Coach Ballard or by anyone on the Buffs here. That was just a slight defensive breakdown by the Buffs there to allow a 2-on-1, a short-handed 2-on-1 that the Rams were able to capitalize on.
A bad turnover there, and it didn't look like it got past Cerullo originally, but it did. And the Rams have a 1-0 lead in a much different game we've seen today than the last game. The last game was a high-scoring affair, 8-3. And this game just 1-0, a little over halfway through the game. Kinsella with the puck now at the point. One-timer and a pad save made by Morgan. Cowley with the puck, no centers into Javelin. Javelin's shot gets tipped.
That was a good block by Casaria. He probably knew Javelin's the team's top scorer. You leave him alone with open ice, he's probably going to put that puck in. Casaria did a good job just getting his stick in the way to send that thing up and into the netting.
Well, the Buffaloes are the 19th ranked team right now. In the ACHA, they'll be looking to get into the top 17 to make that final tournament.
I was talking with my dad. I don't think they will. I think they're, mathematically, I think they are eliminated, unfortunately, because they've been so good down the stretch. Just a couple unfortunate breaks. They needed to win a couple games that they couldn't manage to win for whatever reason or another, but I don't think they will, but I could be wrong.
Well, if that's the case, that would be kind of heartbreaking for the Buffaloes. As they started off, I think they started off about 1-7, but then had a 6-game winning streak and won an insane amount of games in a short period of time before dropping 5 straight, which ultimately hurt their chance at the playoffs the most. Colorado State clears it, and an icing will be called with 6:53 left in the second period.
Colorado's come out ever since that goal with a little extra fire, which is to be expected. They're down by 1 in a rivalry game in front of a big hometown crowd. They want to score. They want to win this thing for their fans. It's senior night. It's one of the last home games for the senior class here. And they've got a little fire now.
Robinson slap shot blocked. They were just playing Sweet Carolina. A lot of CU students and fans in general singing along as Hansen brings this puck in for the Buffalo. Shot goes wide right. Jacoby gets the rebound, and he missed the puck, actually, as Robinson's trying to beat out Moreno. Moreno goes down hard, and Hansen will get the puck back for the Buffaloes across their ice right here along the boards, and will dump it in. Morgan runs into his own teammate. Dangerous there. If Morgan went down, would have been interesting to see how that would have played out, as that puck is squirted into the defensive end. Joseph might beat out Robinson, but Cerullo will play it around the other way. Rams with the rebound. That's a stick save made by Cerullo. Hansen tried to clear it, not able to do so as the Rams keep it in. Puck still behind the net. No one has it now. Now at the point, and an attempted centering pass there by Nelson. Does not amount to anything as Gregory puts a quick shot on goal, covered up. Originally it looked like there was going to be a rebound, but nice job Moreno to cover it up.
Again, good job by Morgan covering up the rebounds. But Hansen, I believe on our sheet here, is listed as just an extra player. He's not even... Yeah, Brendan Hansen's listed as an extra defenseman. He just had one of the best moves I've seen all night. He's definitely trying to prove he deserves a spot on this regular lineup and deserves to be getting some ice time, and with get more ice time, because it produced a couple good chances, couple good shots, and so far he's been doing a good job.
1-0 Colorado State over the CU Buffaloes here at the CU Rec Center. 5:28 remain here in the second period of play, as this game has been tightly matched throughout. And Mitchell will get the puck for the Buffaloes behind Colorado State's net, kept in by Adams, who fires a shot goes wide right. Sullivan with the puck, plays it down low behind the net to Mitchell. Mitchell now in the corner fighting for it along with Morgan. Jacob Morgan knocks the puck free, and now skating up is Tanner Gillis for CSU. Quick shot goes wide left. Excuse me, that was actually Riley who shot it, and the Buffaloes are trying to clear the puck. Sullivan gets hit hard. Riley there. Riley involved in a lot of action. Now Riley and Hull are really getting into it.
So I think if this is the same Kyle Riley, I called games for the Superior Rough Riders a few years ago, and Riley was one of their star players, but his only issue was that he can't control his temper as well as he probably should. Being a player as good as he is, he's got so much skill, but just now he came right after Hull and just shoved him down and got a couple extra licks. I know Hull was also involved, but Riley is one of those players you watch, and could be such a special player. He just, again, is getting into penalty trouble. Again, I don't know if it's the same Kyle Riley. There was a Kyle Riley that I called games for a few years ago, and I feel like that's not that common a name, and it's two Colorado teams, so to me it makes sense. I haven't had a chance to check, but looks like it's going to be even though. So it looks like Riley is getting 4 minutes, and Carter's getting, or Hull is getting 2, excuse me. So Buffs are going to get, looks like they're going to get some power play time here, but it might be it looks like it's 4 on 3, but I can't tell. That's what it is right now, but.
Well, the ref is discussing with the Colorado State coach. It looks like the score table has it correct, and they do. So we'll get 2 minutes of 4-on-4 hockey, and then the Buffaloes will have a man advance for another 2 minutes, but the refs are going back to the scores table as they will take off the 4-minute penalty for Colorado State, making an offsetting minor. So we will.
But they're also putting another. So I think Riley is still getting 4 minutes, but there's only going to be 2-minute power play here for the Buffs. So I think it's going to be offsetting to some extent. It's going to be Hull and Riley both sitting, but the Buffs are still going to get 2 minutes of power play. 5-on-4 out of this one is what it looks like right now.
So Colorado State has 2 players in the box. Holes in the box for the Buffaloes. Colorado with a 5-on-4 advantage here for the next minute 53. Callion with the puck now at the point. Pass it to the slot. Cancella, quick shot. That gets blocked away by Morgan. Cleared out by Colorado State. That was Christopher Nitchin. And
if anyone from CSU is watching the broadcast, is that Nitchin the same, is from the same Nitchin family as the Colorado John Nitchin from a couple years ago? Let us know if you're watching, because that would be kind of fun.
I was actually wondering the same name, since we did have a Nitchin here on Colorado just a couple years back, as actually just last year, I believe. Carter passed it to Jablin now in the offensive zone. Pass to Doyle, and he scores!
Yes!
Christopher Doyle makes this a tie game with 4:02 here in the second period.
Why does he always score when I am not doing play-by-play? I'm happy that he scored. I'm very happy that he scored, because that was an excellent goal. But he always does it when I'm on either color or not calling. But oh well, he scored. That's all that matters. Tie game.
Well, I think your family is laughing about it right now. You did make eye contact with your dad.
Yeah, it's because he thought I was finally able to call one, but I had to tell him that I was on color. But oh well.
Well, originally I was going to do the first and third, and you were going to do the second. Hopefully Doyle will score a goal for you in the third period.
I told him at the beginning of the game, I said, no pressure, but score in the first and third. He couldn't do it in the first, but, he got close. He scored in the second. That's all I really care about is Buffs can come away with a win and that he plays well.
So game's knotted up at 1 after a Buffalo's goal, Chris Doyle. And right now we have Alex Doyle on the broadcast. Was the main play-by-play announcer just a couple years back when he was a student here. He's now on to bigger and better things.
I don't know if I necessarily say bigger and better, but different things.
Different things. Jacoby dumps it into the offensive zone. 3:26 left in the second period of play. After Colorado State got a first period goal, the Buffaloes respond here, and Colorado State almost got the stretch pass, initially knocked down by Robinson. Joseph gets the rebound, swallowed up by Cerullo, as Joseph tried to find the 5-hole, as the Colorado State has already done today. not able to do so, and Cerullo rebounds nicely right there.
Robinson did everything he could to try to stop that breakaway, but dove just a tiny bit too early, made contact, then couldn't get up in time to stop the breakaway fully, but good job by Cerullo there to make that stop. Keep this game tied up.
Colorado State wins the face-off. That's Taylor that plays it down low to Coate. Coate trying to get to someone at the point, not able to do so, but Rams will still keep possession of the puck. Puck's out in front. Morgan has the puck, now played to Taylor. Taylor puts a shot on net, covered up by Cerullo.
Another good stop by Cerullo. I think he even thought he had that only Rams goal. I think he thought he had that saved, and then realized that it didn't. Now he's woken up just a little bit. Not that he wasn't awake before, but he's made a couple really good, quick stops here.
I feel like that's one of the few goals this year that Cerullo's let in that he maybe shouldn't have, as he's been very effective all year, making big-time saves.
Yeah, even in some of the 6-2 games and things they had over the last, over this skid that they've been on, haven't been many goals I think Cerullo has let in that he shouldn't have saved. It's just been, puck goes, takes a weird bounce and goes in, but that was one that I think he'd like to have back, but he's proven that he deserves to be the starting goalie here as the Buffs ice the puck.
2:25 left in the second period play. Gregory lost his stick.
Hall's out of the penalty box, but I think Riley's trying to get an explanation from the refs as to when he can come out, but as of right now he's still sitting in the box, but I think he's just trying to get clarification as to when he can come out, because Hall just came out, so I think he's got to serve another 2 minutes.
Well, he was trying to open the latch to that door himself, but then got clarification from the refs, gave a thumbs up, and the Rams have the puck now as Casaria tumbles to the ground after a hit by a Buffalo, and Hansen now.
Yeah, that hit was by Hansen again, trying to earn his ice time. Sorry to cut you off there, James.
No worries, the extra defender playing a pretty game so far. As the puck's fought for behind the net, and it's still loose against the board. Finally comes out, and Casaria will take over for Colorado State. Now coming the other way.
Gonna have a penalty kill here. There's probably a roughing call coming up on the Buffs.
Quick shot on a 3-on-2 break there for Colorado State, swallowed up by Cerullo as he was in a good position there to stop that puck.
And Riley's back out of the box, so he only had to serve another about 40 seconds of penalty kill time, as McAuliffe is now going off for the Buffs with 1:46 remaining here. Buffs going with Carter, Doyle, Hull, and Adams on the PK.
It was actually a pretty nice day here in Boulder after we've had a little bit of a cold stretch. It was a nice change. But I think we're supposed to get some snow in the next couple of days.
Definitely a good night to come watch some hockey. Nothing better on a Friday night than watching some Buffs college hockey, in my opinion.
So the Buffaloes clear that puck with 1:35 remaining on the power play. And thus far this game, they've done a pretty good job killing off the Colorado State power plays, and they look to keep that going here as that puck is tipped into the net behind Cerullo and above the glass.
Good kill so far. No shots on net for Colorado State, and that was probably their closest thing to a shot so far, and that was tipped high into the netting.
That might have been their first attempted shot.
I don't know if that was a shot attempt or if he was just trying to get it in the zone. Either way, that was the closest thing to a shot that we've seen on this power play by the Buffs. Good job for the Rams. Sorry, good kill for the Buffs so far.
It shows how effective they've been all night as Gillis tried to pass it to his teammate down low. He gets the puck back in the far corner, now passes to the point. I believe that's Casaria who puts a shot on net. Puck's out in front. The shot actually never got there, and it's kept in by Casaria.
And Rams are not happy with that hand pass call made by the linesman. Buffs might have caught a break there. I didn't see a hand pass, and the Rams are definitely saying it went off his pad, but you can't review that, and that's That's an unfortunate break for the Rams, a lucky break possibly for the Buffs here with 43.3 seconds left in the second period.
I don't normally take sides of a Colorado State Ram, but I did not see the hand pass there.
Nor did I. I think they had a legitimate argument there.
I do too, as Casaria passes it to his teammate. That was Gillis who passes it right back to Casaria. Shot goes wide, and Gillis will get the puck back. Played down low. That was Moreno who couldn't get a stick on it. Slap shot, or at least an attempted slap shot by Nelson, and the Buffaloes have a fast break. Here's Jablin on senior night, and he scored!
Oh!
He did not score. It looked like he found the 5-hole. Now there's a fight behind the net. The net's off its hinges, and Morgan
thought that Matt Adams ran at him. Adams was good that time to just kind of stick his hands up and not do anything, as Morgan just charged right at Matt Adams. They're skating Adams. I can't tell if they're skating him to the penalty, but it looks like he's going to the box. But I think they got to take someone for Morgan here too.
Morgan was swinging at Adams.
Morgan was not happy. I think he might have gotten a blocker into Adams' face.
He was swinging his arms, and I'd be surprised.
I don't know why. I think Adams was close, but he wasn't that close, and he certainly didn't touch him after the whistle. But Adams, so far, the only player in the box.
I don't know how you can't call a penalty on Morgan there.
I don't know. But so far, doesn't look like they are. I don't know.
They're discussing it. I think
now they open the box for the Rams.
I think they're going to. The rest are discussing it with Colorado State's head coach, and I believe they will.
I believe someone is going to sit. Yep. Okay.
That's Corey Taylor who will take the penalty for Morgan. 6.9 seconds remain in the period. 20 seconds left on the man advantage for Colorado State as Adams and Taylor go to the box.
Again, without seeing what Adams did, I have a feeling they called Adams for something to keep this game under control, because we've all watched that game. That's a rivalry game that just gets way out of hand, and I don't think the refs want that. But we'll listen in for the call, try to get you what we can.
So the final seconds tick off the clock of this second period. And before we go, what have you seen and what do you expect for this third period of play?
I saw a lot of good play from both sides. Certainly the goalies, Cerullo's going to want that goal back. But you can't fault Morgan at all for that goal that was scored by the Buffs there. That was just, power play goal, lots of traffic in front. But it was good goaltending from both sides. Again, Cerullo will want that one back, but I also think CSU deserves credit for their penalty killing. They've not allowed many shots from that top Buffs line, besides, that shift that they did score that goal. But I think the Buffs have also done a good job sort of protecting Cerullo, not allowing a lot of shots to get into his chest. And Adams trying to get a explanation from the referees as to what he's sitting for, as is Doyle. But I think, James, we can expect to see a lot of the same stuff we've been seeing. We've seen a lot of the same things in both periods. Both goalies have been excellent. Both defenses have been excellent. Not a lot of opportunities for either side one way or the other in terms of lopsidedness, but both teams have done a good job getting the puck down deep for a little bit of a time, and then the other team will take over. So I think this game's going to come down to whoever can control the puck in the offensive zone more in the third period.
So after 2 periods to play, we are tied up at 1, and we'll be right back on Buff Sports Live in 14 minutes where Alex Doyle will have the call. So stay tuned here on Buff Sports Live.
Welcome back to Boulder for the third period. Not quite ready yet, about 10 more seconds in this intermission, but we'll get started anyway. So we got
What are they? What are the stats?
we got some stats up here. We got Doyle's got the goal, Engel's got the goal, and we're still going through all the other stats here, so hold on just a second.
We have goals, shots, assists, and penalty minutes on the graphic. So Doyle has the only goal for the Buffaloes. Engel has the only goal for the Colorado State Rams. Hull's been putting a lot of shots on net, as well as Kinsella. None have really found a hole. And there's been some penalty time in the box for either team.
And speaking of penalties, so we took the opportunity in the intermission to sort of look through the point streak site, see what the penalties were right there at the end there between Morgan and Adams. They called both players for roughing. My guess is it was sort of a game management call, at least for Adams, because we watched the replay, and to us it at least looked like the Colorado State defender had his body on Adams and sent him into the goalie, and then Morgan got upset by the contact art, which is okay to get upset by, but he went a little further than I think most goalies tend to go. But I think overall that was just a sort of refs know that, again, this game could get out of hand really quick, and so that's why they called both players. But to me, at least on the quick replay we saw, it did not look like Adams was. It looks like he was pushed into the goalie there.
And that's what we saw looking back at the replay in this second intermission. But nonetheless, the penalty was called. McAuliffe is also in the box for a minor. There's 14 seconds left of that to start the possibly the final period of play.
I want to say I'd love to see this game go extra because it's a good game, but at the same time, I don't like watching games go to overtime or shootouts because, it's one goal and that's it. But I'd rather just see the Buffs put this one away now as a Buffs fan, but as a fan of hockey, I think sometimes you root for the tie because this has been a really good game so far. Good goaltending from both sides. Good defensive play from both sides, and just one goal apiece. And hopefully we can, hopefully we can see some more. But I think this has been an excellent game. Both teams can come away with this one, at least for the first two periods, very happy, I think. We're about to get underway here. For a second, it looked like it was 4-on-4, but CSU was just slow to get their extra guy out there. So 14 seconds, as James said. Again, I'm Alex Doyle alongside James Margulis here for the third period. Face-off won by Colorado State. Controlled in the neutral zone, taken away by Carter. Carter then loses it to Riley. Riley gets it over the blue line and into the corner. Riley with it. Good defense there by Hull. Puck loose in front of Cerullo. Buffs get the puck on at full strength and just able to send the puck down the length of the ice, but Doyle's first one there to Carter. Carter's shot saved by Morgan. He'll hold on for a rebound. I told my brother to score in the first or third period, but he didn't, so I'm a little upset, but really I'm not.
Well, he had a good pass there.
He did have a good
pass, good opportunity for the Buffaloes, and they weren't able to get the puck past Morgan, but you would see more opportunities like that for Colorado, just getting the puck towards the net, just getting out in front, because when the puck's out in front of the net, more opportunities are created and a better chance of the puck finding its way to the back of the net.
Jablin wins the faceoff back to Robinson. Over to Hull. Hull's shot goes wide. Comes all the way back up to Carter at the circle. Carter sends the puck into the corner, but it's controlled now by Joseph for the Buffs. Joseph gets the puck up and out, but it's taken by Hull. 19:16 remaining in the third period here, controlled in the neutral zone by the Rams, but now it's taken by Jablin. Robinson calling forward, he'll get it. Robinson, cross ice to Hull. Jablin lets it go, Hull with it. 5 on 5 here. Sorry, I couldn't see Trunco there out of the corner of my eye, but now it's Hull. Up across the blue line. His shot just goes wide. Morgan might have gotten a piece of it. Wasn't super clear from here. Trunco with it. Gets it back to Hull up at the top of up at the point, and then his shot goes all the way clear through to Morgan, and a save by Morgan. Trunco there for any rebound, but Morgan again solid on the rebound control and not letting anything not letting any second opportunities come.
There haven't been a ton of rebounds allowed by Morgan or Cirillo today. It's been a very well goaltended game by both teams.
I played goalie for a year, and it's definitely one of the things every coach tells you. Rebound control is kind of your number one. Obviously, stopping the puck's your number one, but then rebound control is a high second priority. Newsom loses control in the corner, but gets up to Kinsella. Kinsella shot, Morgan stick save. That time a rare rebound, but it is controlled by the Rams. Puck comes out, Kinsella with it. Kinsella tries to get it to Newsom, not there, and then Newsom was able to strip it away, but couldn't quite get control of it. Now Casaria in his own zone goes up to Kinsella. Kinsella, wrist shot, that goes high over the net. Callion tries to be the first one there. He keeps the puck in, drops down into the corner. Callion gets bodied into the corner, but still with the puck. Buffs lose control. Now it's Kinsella down and puts it into the other corner. Cagnoni trying to race. Newsom with it now. He loses control. Battling behind the net. Rams come out with it. Buffs getting a couple extra bodies on the ice here as Trunco in the neutral zone tries to get the puck. Eventually does, and now it's sent up and into the hand of Kinsella, who controls it in his own defensive zone. He's going to try to break it out, and he does. Buffs down into the offensive zone as Sullivan puts his body in there and hits Miller after Miller just got rid of the puck. Now it's Robinson at the point. Slap shot, saved by Morgan. That was, Cirillo had a really awesome glove save in the first period. That was another spectacular save by Morgan. Just flash him the leather and hold on to it.
Well, I actually think the Buffaloes would have had a better chance to score if Robinson would have shot that right away. The puck just quite wasn't positioned right, but since the puck got deflected off of a Rams stick, Morgan was completely out of position. Robinson just not able to play it quick enough to get that shot.
And Rams coming the other way, and a shot, and it's saved by Cirillo as a Rams player goes hard into the boards as he lost his footing right after the shot. I'm trying to get a number. I believe that is Kyle Nelson. He just went into the boards awkwardly. No penalties look like they're going to be called. I don't think any are warranted. He just took a shot and I think was at an awkward angle afterwards and just lost his edge and now went into the boards. And I couldn't tell if he hit his leg or his upper body, but he is hunched over and he is not moved yet, I think. We got an athletic trainer for the Buffs and a bunch of teammates around him, but he is now moving. Looks like he's going to stand up. So he looks like he's going to be okay. I definitely have gone into the boards hard, and it's not the most pleasant feeling in the world, but he's up and skating back to the bench under his own power. So that is good to see. We'll keep our eyes out for him as the period goes on. I'm guessing he just sort of hit the boards awkward. He needs to take a couple shifts off, but we'll see.
I mean, sorry for cutting you off.
No, it's fine. Go.
But a penalty won't be called on that. I believe he just tripped himself and went sliding into those boards, hit him pretty hard, and that's what injured him. It wasn't the hit because he really didn't get touched at all.
And nobody was arguing for a penalty there either, so face-off won by the Buffs. Robinson dumps the puck in. Both penalties have expired. We are now just over 3 minutes elapsed in this period. Robinson, slap shot, rebound. It's loose, and then Morgan finally gets control of it. Buffs could not quite get that. That was Tim Murphy. Tried to get the rebound, but couldn't control it. Again, another rare rebound let up by Morgan. That was just a good shot by Robinson. You alluded earlier, said that he needed to shoot the puck earlier. He did that time, got a really nice rebound, but Murphy just couldn't control it before Morgan was able to get a pad back on it and cover it up. So we'll have another face-off. Murphy will lose this one, but now the Buffs are going to again go on the penalty kill as Murphy got his stick in the skates of Nitch in there and tripped him up. And the Buffs will now again have another 2-minute penalty kill. It's been good so far, James. I think the Buffs have been awesome on the penalty kill so far, so we'll hope that can keep going. Just a 2-minute tripping call here. You have to call that one. It was definitely a trip. He didn't mean to do it, but you know, one thing you're also taught, you got to keep control of your stick, and unfortunately for Murphy, he did not that time, so Buffs are again shorthanded. Face-off won by the Buffs, but it's controlled now by Adams. Adams chips the puck up and all the way down the length of the ice, forcing the Rams to regroup. Buffs on the penalty kill again with Doyle, Hull, Adams, and Carter. One of their, trusty lines of 4. Offsides by the Rams as they come in, and then Adams put a check on, just finished his hit on Taylor right as the whistle blew. Taylor gets up and he's chatting with Adams. It looks like they're smiling though, so I don't know.
Adams talking a little bit. He's chirping at Taylor after Taylor brought the puck in, and Colorado State just couldn't stay onside for that play, and we'll get a face-off here in the neutral zone.
Carter will win it, but Joseph will tie up the stick of Matt Adams well enough for Casaria to get it back to Tyler Nelson. His, I'm assuming, brother Kyle was the player injured earlier. 2 Nelson brothers, numbers 12 and 13. As the Rams get it back in again, and Hull with it now in the corner. Hull will backhand it up and all the way out. 1 minute and 12 seconds remaining on the Tim Murphy tripping call, controlled by Morgan. He will leave it for a teammate in Nelson. Nelson up to Moreno. Moreno loses it. Callion got a skate on it in the neutral zone, still battling for it. Now it's Newsom. Finally gets the puck up, and Callion was a little tied up with, I think that was still Moreno, but I don't know, and there's a stick on the ice. I don't know what side it belongs to because every player here has a stick now, so Kinsella will get the puck and try to send it up and out. Will not be able to do so. It's held in by Miller, but it is a hand pass, so the faceoff will come out of the Buffs' defensive zone and into the neutral zone it goes.
And once again, Colorado's been stellar on the power play so far, and they've killed off a minute 25 without really giving CSU any opportunities.
Yeah, none. I don't think they've had a shot again on this penalty, on this power play, have the Rams. And again, Buffs getting blessed with a call going their way. Granted, a overall probably fairly minor call, but face-off one forward by the Buffs all the way down. Morgan will come out of his net to corral the puck. He leaves it for Corey Taylor. Taylor starts the breakout, gets the puck up to Riley. Riley gets the puck in. Rams are onside. Callion now gets hit high as he went in to try to hit. No penalty called. Jablin now, he gets the puck up and out as a couple Rams players tried to run into him, but they ended up running into themselves, and Jablin comes out unscathed. It's the captain for the Rams now. Taylor with it again behind the net now. He breaks the puck out again. Buffs back to full strength. Miller now over the blue line as he gets hit right as he takes a shot. That was another good hit by Jacoby. Jacoby just finished his check. Miller has a problem with it because he got sent into the boards awkwardly, but I think that was a good check. That was just Jacoby doing what defensemen are supposed to do. You finish your checks. That's what he did.
I think we're one huge hit away or one just little tripping call that could get these players up in flames and could spark a fight.
I think it's more. It's going to be more than. It'll be more than a trip, I think. But one big hit that someone disagrees with in this game could get a little crazy. But let's hope that the refs can keep this under control as Jacoby falls. He trips and loses an edge and loses the puck, but it is in the corner. Hansen and McAuliffe battling for it. Now Jacoby gets involved. Again, the Rams come out with it. That is a couple players. I couldn't see who it was. I apologize. Now it's Engel in the corner. Engel gets it up for Casaria, but Casaria can't quite hold it in, so it comes into the neutral zone. Rams corral it and get the puck back in as Cerullo comes out of his net. Jacoby with it. Jacoby gets the puck up. Hansen could not get a stick on it, and that will go for an icing call. Hansen, the closest Buff player to it, but couldn't get a stick on it. 14 minutes even remaining in this third period, still tied at 1-1. Both goalies have made a couple good saves. Certainly Morgan's made a couple good saves this period. Buffs have arguably put more pressure on the Rams so far in this period, but there's still a lot of hockey to go. As McAuliffe loses the faceoff, but Rams unable to control it and keep it in the zone as it comes back for Morgan. Morgan leaves it for Morgan. And now it's, again, the captain. And now it's Moreno. He's going to get the puck up. 3-on-2, 3-on-3. Good cross-ice pass, and then shot saved by Cerullo. That was the best save of the night by Cerullo. I don't know how we got a pad on that, but this crowd is fired up. That was an excellent save. just as I finished saying Morgan's had the best save of the period, Cerullo comes around and proves me wrong again.
That may have been Cerullo's best save of the year. He was practically on his back as he made that save.
As Newhouse breaks it up, and he almost gets a centering pass. It's Cagnoni now. Up to Adams on the point. Adams over to Hull. Hull a little slow, but he gets it. Again, it's Hull. Now it's over to Adams. That pass, tipped and sent into the neutral zone by Ben Joseph. Good defensive there as now Cagnoni gets the puck and tries to send it down. Blocked by Riley. And Miller then gets involved as well. Now it's Riley with Cagnoni. Puck sent down deep, and Adams will be the first player to collect. Adams, this captain of the Buff squad, loses the puck to Riley. Riley, shot saved by Cerullo. Riley backhand pass right behind him, but no one there for the Rams to corral it, as now the Buffs come the other way. 2-on-2, now it's a 3-on-2. Cagnoni, shot saved by Morgan, but no one was quite there for the rebound for the Buffs as Callahan keeps the puck in. And now Newhouse is too tired to really be able to do anything, as Nelson now still number 12. Nelson Tyler as opposed to Kyle. Still haven't seen Kyle after the injury he sustained there as Mitchell brings the puck in. Now it's Taylor for the Rams. Taylor behind his own net. He gets hit by Mitchell. Luke gets knocked off the puck, but he gets right back on it and knocks Mitchell over. Back and forth right now. Sullivan intercepts a pass in the neutral zone. Now it's taken by Taylor. Now it's Johnson. Nitchin. Taken by Murphy. Now it's Sullivan. Sullivan one-on-one. Shot, save, no, scores! Looked like Morgan had his glove on it, but he did not. Sullivan able to put the puck in for the Buffs. That's a goal Morgan's going to want to have back, but it's a 2-1 lead for the Buffs with 11 minutes, 41 seconds remaining in the third.
Morgan not able to make the save, but how about the pass to Sullivan? Sullivan didn't even realize it was coming till it was in front of him. Then he sniped that one and put the Buffaloes up 2-1.
That is definitely a goal that Morgan's going to want back, and I'm sure like 95 out of 100 times, maybe even 98 out of 100 times, that's a save he makes. Unfortunately for him this time, just went right in and out of the glove as Robinson gets the puck back. He gets checked, and it's Jablin now. Jablin gets hit, knocked down, and the Rams come the other way. That's Morgan to Engel. Engel over the blue line. Rams just onside. Good defense there by Doyle. He gets the puck up and out. Taylor in the neutral zone for the Rams. Now it's over to Robinson. He gets the puck in. Rosenthal, Doyle now in the neutral zone with it. He gets the puck up. Jablin trying to win a race. He does not. As the Rams send it down the length of the ice for a icing call. Top line out for the Buffs, and that was one of the few goals that I've seen this season. Again, I haven't watched many games that was not scored by someone on this top line, so that is good to see some of the other younger players stepping up for this Buff squad and just kind of showing a thing of, or giving us an idea of what's to come in the future, as they're losing, I think, only 5 seniors, but it's enough, you know. Losing any players is always hard.
I think it's pretty much their starting line right now that they're going to be losing, so it's going to take a couple players to step up next year. But it is a young team, and they have had a year to bond, to really get to know each other. So it's good that they won't have a big turnover like we saw from last year to this year.
And the Buffs just offside. Jablin trying to get back onside right as Adams sends him the puck. And unfortunately, Jablin's stick was still over the blue line. They're just sort of laughing about it, but no harm really done. It looks like Matt Adams is talking with Ben Joseph. Looks like it was all amicable this time, but just, you know, 2 players chit-chatting before the face-off. Won by the Rams, sent all the way down. That is Miller behind the net. McAuliffe now. Adams at the point. Adams shot blocked there by Moreno. Moreno looks like he's in a bit of pain, but he is still able to skate. Held in by Hull. Hull's shot tipped along the way. Doesn't make it to Morgan. Comes out briefly as Adams then sends the puck back in. Buffs onside. Looks like Hansen's actually now, he's listed as an extra defenseman, but I think he's playing forwards because we got Adams and Hull out there. I can't imagine we'd have a third defenseman right now. But we got McAuliffe and Hansen. And now Cerullo comes in and makes a pretty easy looking stop. I was trying to see who the Buffs line was, and I missed the save, but I think it was just a sort of floater shot, and Cerullo got his glove on it. So 10 minutes, 4 seconds remaining in this 2-1 contest here. Excellent game. Riley to take the face-off here for the Rams. He will not win it. Kinsella will be the first one to control it. To Trunco, has it bounce right over his stick. But it's Soria. He shoots and scores! Right as he got leveled by Kinsella, he was able to just get enough of a stick on it to put it 5-hole and get that puck past Cerullo. But right after that, he just got destroyed.
Well, on both of Cerullo's goals that's led up this game, he's looked behind him to see if the puck's actually gone in. Both the goals he thought he originally covered up.
And it looks
that
like
one, the Rams were able to sneak right by him.
Looks like Carter's going to have or ask for an explanation, maybe, as one of the captains of this team. The refs are just going to not really give it to him and just say, go back to your bench, and he's going to do just that. So 9:56 remaining in this third period. We are tied 2-2. CU versus CSU. Face-off won by the Buffs, controlled by Johnson. He gets the puck down deep, and Jacoby will be the first one to get to it. He'll send it out, and the Buffs will send it down the length of the ice, off the post, and it will go for an icing call. That was almost not an icing because it almost was able to hit Morgan, but he saw that it was going to hit the post, so he let it go. 9:45 remaining in this tied contest now. A couple of quick goals, one from either team here. Keep this game tied. Newhouse to take the face-off here against Cole for the Rams. He wins it to Jacoby. Now it's Trunco. Trunco gets it to Cagnoni. Cagnoni just gets the puck in, but the first one to it is Miller for the Rams. Trunco hits Miller, and then the puck is loose behind the net. Now it's controlled by the Rams. The Rams trying to get it out, and they do, but Robinson's the first one to get to it in the neutral zone. He sends it softly in, but it comes down the other way. Nitchin, first one there, battling with Jacoby. Now it's Murphy. Murphy trying to do it all himself again. We saw him in the second period make a couple really nice moves. Toe drag, gets it stolen, but he's able to get the puck out. Buffs go for a line change. Now it's Coate, sends it in, and the Rams will go for a line change. Cerullo comes out. Jacoby up to Sullivan. Sullivan to Murphy. Back to Sullivan. He gets hooked up a bit. He can't. And now the Buffs are offside, but Sullivan was hooked and had no way to control where he was going. He's trying to see where that hooking call was, because he was nowhere near the puck and had his stick lifted up, but no call there. And it will be an offsides for the Buffs. 8:54 remaining in the third period.
Sullivan asked the ref there. He wanted an explanation for the no call, didn't get one.
Buffs win the faceoff and send the puck in. It's Mitchell, keeps it in. Mitchell in the corner with it. Adams from the point, wrist shot. That is easily blocked away by a Rams defender in Corey Taylor. The puck sent down the other way as now Hull gets hit and he goes into the boards. No call there. As Murphy now with it for the Buffs. He gets the puck up and out, but it's taken by Nelson. Nelson to Moreno. Adams trying to get to the puck, but he can. He's getting held up a little bit there by Moreno. Hull will be the first one to it. He gets a puck up to Carter. Carter backhands to the neutral zone. Jablin almost got to it, and then it was almost taken by Carter, but is now controlled by Casaria, dumps the puck in. Hull in the corner. He sends the puck up off the glass and down, but not all the way. Casaria has to retrieve. First line back out for the Buffs here. Carter, Doyle gets the puck, sends it down to Carter in the corner. Carter over to Jablin, rebound. Morgan did not know where it was. He somehow was able to get enough of a pad or stick on it to make a save, but he had no idea where it was. Now it's again controlled at the time by Riley. Now Riley into the neutral zone to Laguerre. Laguerre dumps the puck down. Jablin will be the first one to it. Over to Callion. Callion with it now through the neutral zone over center ice, and he will dump the puck down deep. Defended by Nitchin. Now it's Jablin in the corner. Now it's Carter. Carter tries to center it to Jablin. Jablin wasn't there. It was controlled by the Rams. Now it's Jablin with it. He gets tied up in two players, and now he gets hit really high. No call but that was hands to the face on Jablin. Rams fans like it, and now Rams are gonna send it down the length of the ice for an icing call. The Rams fans like that hit. Buffs coaches didn't seem like that was too high a hit, so maybe I just saw it high, but it might not, I don't know.
I actually like the no call there, especially in this third period. Let the game play out, and although you want to keep the game in your control as the refs, you don't want to take over it, and they didn't take over there, and we'll still get 6 minutes and 50 seconds.
So I just saw Kyle Nelson, sorry to cut you off there, James. Kyle Nelson, the injured Rams player, left the bench and then got off the ice, so I think it appears he's done for the day. I will keep my eyes out, but face-off won by the Buffs. Jacoby shot high and wide. Now it's controlled. Johnson. Hansen tries to get a stick on it, does, but not quite enough to get the puck out. Now Jacoby loses the puck, and it's controlled by Coate. Offsides, delayed offsides called for the Rams, but they get out, and now Morgan gets run into by Gregory right as he sends the puck in. Jacoby up to Gregory. Gregory backhand pass to Hansen. Hansen tries to dance through a couple Rams players, unable to really do so. Had to go a little too wide to get back at the puck. As now we just got bodies running into other bodies here. Gregory with it. Taken away and controlled by the Rams. Shot saved by Cerullo. And shot out, and the Buffs are able to get the puck out. Nelson comes back to retrieve. Leaves it for Taylor, back to Nelson as a Rams player loses an edge and falls in the neutral zone. It's Campbell now for the Rams. Now it's Hansen for the Buffs as he takes it over the blue line. He's a 1-on-3. He gets a shot. That just goes high. That's the kind of shot I always had. I call it a field goal because it goes into the nets, just like when you kick a field goal.
Well,
it's the wrong net, so.
Hansen's still all over the ice throughout this third period. We just saw him generating quite a bit of offense and opportunities for the Buffaloes, and he's actually been a pretty key part to this team so far this game, originally just listed as an extra defender.
Face-off won by the Buffs. It's controlled by Cagnoni in the corner. Newhouse is also there with him. Now Newhouse comes out with it, goes behind the net. Has a couple players in front of the net, but he is still with it. Jerome Newhouse loses it briefly, but gets it right back. Joseph good there on the stick. Now it's up to Adams. Adams shot blocked, and then Trunco tried to get a stick on it to get it in front of the net, but could not. As Hull pinches in to try to keep the puck in, does not. Now it's a 2-on-2. Good job defensively by Adams there to not allow the centering pass to get all the way to Joseph, but now he has it. Leaves it for Gillis. Gillis shot, saved by Cerullo. Tipped that one into the corner. Now it's Hull. Hull drops it back behind him. Matt Adams not sure where the puck was. Now he knows, and now he's gotten it. Trunco to Newhouse. Newhouse can't quite get the puck out, but it goes right to Hull's stick. Hull cross ice to Adams. Adams back behind the net to Hull. Not a lot of pressure for the Rams as they're getting a change, but Mitchell now with it for the Buffs over center ice. Buffs will now take the opportunity to get some fresh legs as Mitchell comes in. No one there for the centering pass. Sullivan just a little bit behind it, trailed a little bit. 4:35 remaining in the third period as Mitchell puts it back into the offensive zone just briefly before it comes right back out, but then is sent right back in by Callion. Now it's Miller for the Rams with control. Sends it behind his own net, and then there's a battle for it behind the net, but the Rams come out with it. Now it's comes out again, and Callion tries to race Foundos. Foundos gets the puck, gets a shot. Cerullo save. Now it's off the side of the net. Still loose. Rams with control, but now it's to the into the skates of Kinsella. He's able to turn around and just get enough stick on it to get it out. Riley now to Morgan. Morgan dumps the puck in, and the Rams will go off for another change. Callion with control behind his own net. Johnson pressuring. Kinsella now with it. Up to Mitchell. Mitchell just a little bit behind the play, so Callion will get it back after the Rams send it back down deep. Sullivan into the corner. Centering pass for Jablin. Jablin just unable to get enough stick on it to get a good shot. Now it's 3:33 remaining in the third. Jablin still with it. Double teamed by a couple of Rams players as now the rest of the Buffs top line in Carter and Doyle able to get back on the ice. Kept in by Kinsella. Good jump there as Kinsella then puts the puck down, makes a hit, and then keeps the puck in the zone. But it does come out now. Robinson sends the puck back down deep. Rings it around the boards to Doyle. Doyle to Jablin. Jablin. Shot just goes high. I don't know if Morgan got a glove on that one, but it didn't matter. Jablin now with it up to Jacoby. Jacoby to Doyle. Doyle centering. Shot saved by Morgan.
You wanted the call there. He wanted.
I did. That was a good save. That was another flash of the leather there from Morgan. There's another good save. Chris just, shot a little too slow, but, good save. I wanted that, but I'm sure he did too. He probably wanted it more than me, to be honest. 2:52 remaining, tie game 2-2 here in the third period in Boulder, Colorado. Face-off won by the Rams and controlled. It's Johnson. Now he loses it to Robinson. Robinson up to Mitchell. Mitchell cross ice to Sullivan. Sullivan with time. Gets it into the corner, now behind the net, into the other corner. Up to Robinson. Robinson keeps it in. Robinson sends it down into the opposite corner, and Mitchell will be the first one to get there. Battling with Nelson. Now it's Murphy. Murphy skates in, circles around, drops it for Mitchell. Mitchell from behind the net gets met by Nelson. Now it's Moreno in there. Moreno with the puck. These two teams have to play each other tomorrow up in Fort Collins, so this could be a bunch of tired guys tomorrow, but Robinson will corral the puck, just goes over, hits a bump in the ice and goes over a stick with 2 minutes to go. Now it's Murphy. Murphy sends it down, and Buffs will get a change. As Carter, Jablin, and now I believe Doyle will be getting back on the ice here. Yeah, so we got the top line back out here for the last 2 minutes. Jablin over the blue line. Jablin with room, he shoots! And a save made by Morgan, and then good job defensively to keep Carter tied up enough so that he couldn't get a stick on it. Puck comes out, now it's Matt Adams. Adams battling with Engel. Now Carter gets involved. Adams able to send the puck down deep. No one really knew where it was except for the goaltender Morgan. Morgan out of his net, almost plays it right to Carter's stick, but it's to Jablin. Jablin shot saved by Morgan. Good blocker on that one. To Carter. Now it's up to Adams at the point. Now it's over to Hull. As Doyle gets knocked down. Centering past Jablin. Now his pass up to Adams gets there, and it goes off the skate of Engel. Controlled in the corner by the Rams. Now it's Doyle behind the net. He gets shoved, gets knocked off the puck there, but it comes right back to him in the corner. As now it's Hull. 1 minute to go in the third period here. Tie game, Adams at the point. Trunco out there now for the Buffs, and Hull keeps the puck in. Hull shot saved by Morgan. That gets sent into the corner. First one to get to it is Adams. Adams with it across ice to Hull. Hull, 35 seconds to go. He skates in. He shoots, and that is blocked in front. I don't know if Morgan got a piece of that or if that was his defenseman. That was a good piece of defense by the Rams, whether it was Morgan or his defender. I believe the first one there was Axel Campbell. Saved a good shot at a chance at a goal there with 30 seconds remaining to keep this game tied.
I mean, what it means is how many chances the Buffaloes had there in the offensive zone. They had the puck forever and fired off numerous shots, some on goal, some not. Colorado State lucky this game is still tied.
Again, I think that's a credit to their defense. Their defense has been really good today, and they're able to keep this top line from scoring many goals. So it's held in now by the Buffs, but it's controlled by the Rams. They send the puck down the length of the ice. One ref is, they're going to call that as an icing with 16.7 seconds remaining. If you're just tuning in, you don't watch a lot of ACHA or WCHL hockey, there will be an overtime period if this game is still tied in the next 16 seconds. I believe it is 4-on-4 for 5 minutes, and then we'll go to a shootout if needed. Face-off won by the Buffaloes. It's Newhouse. Newhouse with it. Loses it, but the Rams now have it. They have 8 seconds to get it down the length of the ice and try to score a goal. Get a shot on, but it will be an easy save for Cerullo now as Kinsella controls it with the last 3 seconds to go. As time expires, Newhouse hoping to get the last second breakaway, but we get some free hockey today.
You can take the overtime. You got this.
All right. Well, we're not going to do an ice make, so it's going to be a pretty quick here. But James, before this overtime starts, what's been good, and what do you think is going to be the difference maker in this overtime period? It's 4-on-4, I believe. But what's going to be the difference maker here in this last period of play?
I think it's really going to come down to, is Cerullo able to make the big save, or is Morgan able to make the big save? Because we know when there's less players on the ice, obviously a ton more scoring chances that either team will get. So I think it will come down to the goalie or a potential bad turnover in the neutral zone.
I agree. I think it's going to be, both goalies have played tremendous today. In my opinion, I think both have made some excellent saves. Both have had one goal that I think they're going to want back. But overall, both goaltenders can be happy with how they've played. I don't know what the shots are, but I'd imagine that they've both made some good saves. They've definitely both made some good saves, and they've both made a decent number of saves. I think Colorado's probably outshooting them just a touch. I was wrong. It's 3-on-3. So we're going to go. The Buffs are going with, looks like Hull, Javelin, and Kinsella. We got Riley, Casaria, and Christopher Nitchin out there for the Rams. Face-off won forward by Javelin, but Casaria with it. 5-minute 3-on-3. Lots of open ice here, as Nitchin will be the first one to corral the puck. CSU hoping to get this one done early. It looks like 15 seconds into the extra frame as Carter, I thought it was Hull, excuse me, almost got away with a little bit of a trip there, but I think the ref's going to kind of let this one go a little bit more. Javelin now with it. Javelin, it's 2-on-2. Javelin shot just goes wide. No rebound there. Javelin now tries to get the puck. Can't get it quite to Kinsella. Now he'll have it at the point. Carter off, Doyle on. Javelin still with the puck, drops it for Kinsella. Kinsella shot save by Morgan. Doyle now in the corner. Up to Kinsella. Kinsella leaves it into the corner. Miscommunication there, as Riley will be the first one there. It was left for Javelin, but Javelin's getting off. Now cross ice the other way. Casaria, shot saved by Cerullo as Mitchell comes onto the ice, and Hull as well. Buffs trying to go the other way. It's 3-on-2 if they hurry. Mitchell gets pulled down, and that's going to be a penalty for Colorado State. I believe it's just going to be a power play as opposed to a penalty shot. Buffs bench calling for a penalty shot. Don't think they're going to get it, but either way, it's going to be 4-on-3 for 2 minutes, and there are 3 minutes 48 seconds remaining in this extra frame. That was could have been a very costly penalty for the Rams.
Yeah, definitely. Well, in their first, in the Buffs' first game of that 6-game winning streak, it started off with an overtime win against CSU, so they'll be looking to get their second overtime win of the year.
Buffs going with Mitchell, Doyle, Hull, and Kinsella are the four. Mitchell to take the face-off. Mitchell will win it forward, but it is controlled and sent down the length of the ice by the Rams. Hull corrals it from Cerullo. Hull through the neutral zone, gets it up to Doyle. Doyle over the blue line. Pass to Mitchell. Doyle goes to the front of the net. It's Hull at the point with it. Shot saved by Morgan. I don't know how he saw that one. There were two bodies in front. Doyle trying to get the tip there, but could not, as Taylor was also in front, and I think he tied him up just enough to allow Morgan to make that save. 3:29 remaining in the overtime, 1:41 remaining in the power play for the Buffs. Same four out there for the Buffaloes as Mitchell wins the faceoff to Doyle, up to Hull. Hull cross ice to Kinsella. One-time slap shot saved by Morgan, and into the corner it goes for Doyle. Doyle back up to Kinsella. Kinsella still with it. Now it's up to Hull. Hull cross ice again to Kinsella. Kinsella shoots, save. Now it's Hull. Shot saved by Morgan again. All the Buffs fans thought for sure that was in. Hull probably did too. Now it's Kinsella again. Shot. That's blocked in front, and it comes all the way back out to Kinsella. 1:06 remaining. Kinsella again. Now it's back to Hull. Hull to Doyle. Doyle to Mitchell. Couldn't quite get it there, but it goes back to Doyle right on his stick, up to Hull. 54 remaining in the man advantage. Kinsella, slap shot, Mitchell, shot, save, 2 saves by Morgan, 3 saves by Morgan, and the Rams finally get it, but it's still not out, and Kinsella again, shot save, that one blocked. Kinsella to Doyle, Doyle shot, goes through but not in, as Kinsella now is down, but oh my gosh, the Buffs cannot catch a break. Puck comes out, and they send it all the way back in offsides. I do not know how many scoring chances the Buffs just had, but that had to be like 20. in like 30 seconds. That was insane.
Wow, what great play by Moore. He came up with 4 or 5 huge saves there of that 4-on-3 play. And this stadium, a lot of people were on their feet expecting one of those shots to find the back of the net. None of them were able to, as Morgan came up huge, as well as the Rams defense.
30 seconds still remaining on the man advantage for the Buffs. That's how long they were in that zone. Jablin now with it. Buffs get some new guys out there. Jablin, Adams, Carter, and Callion. Callion to Adams. Adams, shot, save, shot, oh, just high. Unable to get the puck in as 9 seconds now remain. Rams get the puck all the way down the length of the ice. And Cerullo out to play. That'll essentially kill this penalty. Good job by the Rams for getting that puck down and out and killing that penalty. Again, stopping the top scorers as they come the other way. Shot goes high and into the netting there, and 1:35 remaining. That was probably the best chance the Rams have had since about 15 seconds into this overtime period. It has been all Buffs this extra frame.
One exciting overtime we've had. We've seen a ton of action.
Saw a couple shots make it past Morgan, but not quite in because the Rams defenders were just good enough to keep that puck from going in, as now we're back to 3-on-3. It was 4-on-4 for a couple of sequences there because the penalty expired and it had to be even strength, and the Buffs still had 4. Face-off won by the Rams, shot saved by Cerullo. Moreno trying to get a rebound, but again, Cerullo does not let one go. 1:29 in this overtime period. This has been one of the most exciting overtimes I've ever watched at any level. And I've watched a fair bit of hockey in my day. Face-off again won by the Rams. It's Caceria. Shot save. Blocked, actually, before it got to him. Now it's Kinsella. Kinsella had a number of opportunities trying to get another one. Sullivan. Kinsella was not happy after he got off the ice that last time. Slammed the door shut because he couldn't score. Now it's Hull. Hull sends it. Morgan almost got it tipped, as now the Buffs did tip it with a high stick, so the faceoff will come out of the zone. 1:05 remaining in overtime.
It was a high stick, but the puck was just played with the high stick, so no one's going to the box, no penalty call, and we'll just get a faceoff.
Faceoff outside of the Ram zone, in the neutral zone here. Looks like Buffs going with Carter, Jablin, and Hull, trying to get some extra firepower out against Nitchin and Co. I'll get the other numbers here. We got Nitchin and we got Coate. And we got 1 minute remaining in the overtime as Jablin skates the puck over the blue line. Jablin tries to get it. He gets tripped up, and then he gets it sent into the side of the net, but he's still with it. Up to Carter. 48 seconds back down to Jablin. Now it's Carter. Shot, scores! Carter ends the game in overtime for the Buffs with 43.9 seconds remaining. And the Buffs win 3-2. Luke Carter. Beautiful pass from Trace Jablin to get that puck in and send this game to the dressing rooms. Both squads just played their hearts out. It was a good game as the Buffs are just celebrating right in front of the hometown crowd here, and this crowd is pumped up. And we got the good old classic "Sucks to be a CSU Ram" chant going from the Buffs faithful. That was wow. That was a good game.
Wow, that was a good game. The fans are going home happy here from the CU Rec Center here in Boulder, Colorado. But after that power play where the Buffaloes did not score, the fans were unpleased as they give their team a huge round of applause here after an overtime win where Luke Carter got the winning goal.
Yeah, Luke Carter, great pass from Trace Jablin. Overall, though, that was an awesome game. These two teams back at it tomorrow up in Fort Collins. Thank you, James, for inviting me on the call today. I enjoyed my time. It's been a minute, so thank you again. That'll do it for us. Good night, everybody.